Hi, my name is Beth Jones. I'm going to be your instructor for Math 142 College Mathematics this session. I have asked you to fill out a form to tell me a little bit about yourself, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I am originally from Texas. I grew up in a town called Denton, which is just north of Dallas. I went to school. I did my undergraduate and my master's degrees at the University of Texas at Austin. After spending a year teaching high school math there, I moved out here to Tempe, where I've been working at Arizona State ever since. I also, while I was here, I got a PhD, and I really enjoy this class. I've been working with this class and working on modifying this class for several years. I also, by the way, more about me, not just this class, I have 2 kids. My daughter works as an athletic trainer in North Carolina, and my son is a junior at Northern Arizona University. And I also have 2 miniature dachshunds that keep life at home very interesting. This class is one that you can do well in if you just stay on task, stay on track, and keep up with the schedule. We try not to make it a difficult class. We really do try to make it something that you can just, if you stay on schedule, you will be all set. The best schedule you want to see is this one right here. It is set out so you can print it out and you can check it off, but you want to make sure that all those deadlines, you get them into whatever it is that's going to tell you, okay, I'm ready, I can do this. Here are the things that I need to do. Those are also deadlines. That's the last time you have to be able to do it, not the first, or not the only time, so you can always work ahead in this class. Each lesson, there are 5 units in the class. Each unit has 4 or 5 lessons. Each lesson has, let me think what's in there. There is a book link for you to read. There are videos for you to watch. Along with those videos, if you want to, there are guided notes that are in each unit that you can print out, follow along while you're watching the videos, and fill in as you're watching those videos to help you take notes. It's not required, it's just an aid that we thought might be helpful. There's a homework assignment that you have to do. Each homework assignment consists of 20 questions. You will answer those questions on the computer. You submit the answers. It'll tell you if it's right or wrong. If it is wrong, you have the opportunity to do it again. And I highly recommend trying it and trying it and trying it until you get it right. The program is set up so that if you get it wrong, you can try again. If you get that one wrong, you can try again. If you get it wrong a 3rd time, it will tell you, here's what the answer to that question was. And then you're able to push a button that says, similar problem or similar question, and you'll get a new problem to try to answer correctly. You will have an unlimited number of attempts on getting these problems right up until the deadline for completing the assignment. So please, the best thing you can do for yourself is try to get the highest scores possible on those homework assignments. The other thing that is in each lesson is there are available optional problems to do. Optional means if you want more practice, here are problems that you can practice. They do not count as part of your grade, but they are there if you just want more practice. That's the same way with each unit has refreshers. This is if there's something you think you don't know but you need to know, we put those up there in the refreshers. These are like reviews. Those are optional, but they are there if you feel like, oh, I need a little help in how to add fractions. We have a short video on how to add fractions, and that's there. And you can see down here at the bottom, you see this is the sets and counting unit. You click into that, you will see the review materials, and then you will see each of the 5 lessons in sets and counting. Also, then you see the exam down here in sets and counting. There's an exam for each unit. None of the exams are cumulative, and there is no final exam. So the unit exam is down here. Each exam is proctored using something called RP Now. There's more information about that here under testing, and you can find that information or ask questions there. Other things you want to look at, announcements, they're going to be regular announcements. Syllabus you already know. I've sent you the syllabus. you should make sure to look at the syllabus so that you are completely aware of deadlines and what calculator you should use, or the recommended calculator, and all of the basic details. It's a long document that keeps getting longer every time they tell us we need to put more stuff in there. How the announcements here, you will get regular announcements, will be regularly posted. These announcements get emailed to you. There will be announcements like the welcome one. Each unit has an announcement that gives you a heads up of what's coming up, what to look for, what people have trouble with, and what the deadlines are. There are weekly announcements reminding you of what is due that week. The other thing here, we've got how to work through this course. This is a PDF that will give you the highlights of how to get to a lesson and what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to work through each lesson. Yellow Dig is something new that I'm trying this semester. It is a social media style platform set up very much like Facebook that we're going to be using for you posting questions that you have, and me, other students, RIAs, answering those questions. You will find that in the platform, there are both, I'll be right back. In the platform, there are both my A session classes and my C session classes, because you're all going to be asking the same questions, just not necessarily at the same time. And so I put you both in there figuring if you got the same questions, you might as well be helping each other out. Some of you will be working ahead. And if you're working ahead in the C session, you may be about where some of the A session people are asking questions. And so this way, hopefully, you'll all be able to help each other as well as get help from me in that platform. There are no points associated with that platform. Posting there is optional. Again, the testing information, there's a FAQ. Several people ask questions about certain things. The FAQ probably answers that question. Written problem solving is a huge part of this class. Right here, where it says written problem solving, that is where you will find the problems that you are to write your solutions to and turn them in. On those, we not only want you to solve the problem, we want you to show your work, and we want you to explain in English sentences what you did, what your reasoning was. This is a crucial thing in the workplace that employers want their employees to be able to do. They want them to be able to communicate their ideas and what they are thinking and how they are doing things. And so this is how we are doing that here. I don't expect novels from you, but I do want some sentences explaining why you did what you did, not just what you did, because usually we can see what you did by looking at the work. And the answer, again, is not the most important piece here, because if all I wanted was answers, I could have a computer grade those, and we're trying to get a little past the answers here. Every unit has a formula sheet. The formula sheets are not permitted to be used on the exam, but it's handy to have them printed out for work in the while you're working on your homework. But the thing to know about the formula sheets is every formula that is on the formula sheet is included in question 1 of each exam. So the sets and counting has like 5 formulas, 6 formulas, and so those are all in question 1 of the exam. And you can always refer back to question 1 so that you are able to have those formulas. You just can't bring in your own piece of paper with those formulas when you're taking the exam. And then again, we start the lessons after this. So a couple of things that you should know. Like I said, you can work ahead. In working ahead, there are certain things you will see in the grade book, and certain things you will not see in the grade book. So when you open a homework assignment, even if you don't answer the questions, there will be a grade in the grade book for that homework assignment. Whatever grade you have at that time, the homework assignments in the Blackboard gradebook sync about every hour. So if you just open it and have looked at a question, then but not answered it, you will have a grade of 0 that will show up in the Blackboard gradebook. That grade can keep changing until the deadline for the homework assignment. And so don't get worried about, oh my gosh, there's a grade in there and it's not even due yet. Why is that? It's because anything that has been opened gets synced over there, and then the grade will change as it syncs again and again as you do more work. If you do work ahead and turn in your written problems early, you should know that those will not be graded early. The IAs are not supposed to start grading the written problems until the day after they are due. And then you should also know that they have, because they are students too, and that this is a weekly job that they have 1 week from the date that they're turned, the due date, to get those things graded and the grade back to you. So you want to be patient with getting those graded. If it's been more than a week, please let me know, because then I can find out why the grading's not getting done and make sure that it gets done in a timely manner for that. If you have questions, feel free to email me those questions. If it is a general question or a question about homework, or something that you think other people might also have a question about, please make sure to post that question in the Yellow Dig platform so that I can answer it for you, and the rest of the class can also then see that answer. That way they may not need to come forward with the question again. They're like, oh, somebody already asked that. Okay, it's right here. So if you have a question, also check Yellow Dig, see if somebody's already asked. And if they have, then you don't have to go to the trouble of waiting for me to answer an email. If you have a question about things like your grades, don't put those in the Yellow Dig platform. That's not the place for it. Grades are just between you and me. And so your questions should be emailed to me. I do not answer grade questions via email because the way I understand it, that's a violation of FERPA. But I do have a way to answer grade questions through the Blackboard platform that is supposed to be secure. So hopefully that will take care of answering your grade questions. Again, it's great that you're in my class this semester, and I look forward to working with all of you. And I will talk to you soon.